Yes, people do that. People do that. I don't know how many times I have like bust a table and I'm like, where's the salt and pepper? They took the salt and pepper. It's weird. Okay? People. If it's busy, if the restaurant is really busy and there's people coming in after you, don't linger. Sit and do nothing. Let them turn over your table, which means let another party come in. Okay? Don't show up 5 minutes before the kitchen closes and order a giant meal. Just because it says kitchen closes at 9 p.m. doesn't mean you get to come in at 8:55 and go, I would like roast beef. That's not fair, okay? Coffee and dessert are a group decision, okay? Yeah. So if you're having dinner and then the server comes over and says, who would like coffee and dessert? If everyone says no, suck it up and get like a Frosty on the way home. Don't go, oh, I would like a hot fudge sundae and a decaf coffee. That means everybody else wants to leave. So just go with what the group says. And then finally, if you cannot be kind, stay home. For real, stay home. It's really, really uncomfortable and terrible when people come in and they are mean and disrespectful or demanding. I can understand that sometimes stuff happens and maybe your night is like, doesn't go as planned, but like people are humans and they make mistakes, okay? So that is my tip from the top. I know, John's like, no way, not allowed to make mistakes, not allowed. No, but it does happen, I promise.
We need to teach this to Dunkin' consumers.
Yeah, I know.
Dunkin' consumers are the rudest people ever.
It's real. I agree. People. I think what it is that people sometimes are rude just in general because they want something fast. So like if you go into a restaurant, like especially like what's called kind of like a barista kind of restaurant where you want your coffee and you want to get out of there, understand that if you're gonna run into Dunkin', you can't assume it's gonna take you 2 minutes. You have to budget for 7 or 8 minutes of your time because who knows what happens.
Because I'm a 17-year-old that's working behind.
Right. Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
That's like, you know.
I know.
It's so
hard.
It's very interesting dynamic there.
My sister cut a bagel diagonally, and someone came back and literally threw it at her face and was screaming at her.
Yeah,
okay, from the drive.
Yeah, no, one time
the bagel was
bagel.
Okay, so then there's so we have to. So on the flip side, we have to know that there are some people who are irrational. And I give you a lot of credit to if you remain patient and don't lose it. And just say, sometimes there's just people that you can't make happen. Just, it happens, okay? It totally happens. Okay,
No, I don't want to get Dunkin'.
let's go grab our Chromebooks and we can kind of move into our next part. So grab your Chromebook.
Oh my god, I thought they were like in a different classroom.
Where's today?
I'm just going to show you where it's today. But I'll use the projector if you don't want to.
Because my laptop
What, honey?
I do.
Okay, go into classroom. I just posted theme through song. So I just posted theme through song. Okay. So before we get there, everybody has their individual sheet. Okay. So
all four of ours are the same.
Weird. On your individual sheet, it has a breakdown of everything that is due by Monday. Monday.
Christmas.
Tuesday. So I see you today, Friday, Tuesday. End of class on Tuesday, all of this is due, okay? I will give you whatever resources you need as you are ready for them. So if you're ready for the vocab quiz, I'll send you the vocab quiz. If you're ready for 11 and 12, I'll send you that. I do want to talk through a couple, the last two, the two that are on the top, which is the My Grendel and the theme through song. So if you open up the last post in classroom, which is the theme through song, I linked in the unit guide. So you can access the theme through song stuff through the unit guide, or you can access it through that assignment, okay? Matt? Are you there? Oh yeah, you did it again.
This ain't it, Chief.
Okay. That's the first one.
That was Pearl
That's
Jam.
Pearl
I was
Jam.
doing what I was
Yep.
supposed to do.
Yep. Okay, but I want to talk about Grendel first, my Grendel, okay? And this is the order that you need to be running in your life, okay? It is also the order from the bottom up on your report. So 6 through 10, 11 and 12 vocab quiz, and when you've done that, you should move into my Grendel and theme through song. So if you open up my Grendel, literally it says click here.
Where's
Click
that?
here. We have gotten bits and pieces, or we've read bits and pieces about who Grendel is. Okay? In the unit guide. It's in the unit guide.
Oh, unit guide.
Yeah.
Where
So
is
we
it?
in the unit guide. So we have bits and pieces of Grendel.
Measles?
We have measles.
Anti-vax
Not
children?
anymore. Okay?
That's what they want us to think.
We know about how he walks. We know he has an arm. We know he has a claw. We know he's a descendant of Cain. Some of us know that. We know he's a descendant of Cain, which means he's
That's a
part
personal
human. Okay? But what you're going to do is you're going to take all of that and your inferences and what you think he looks like, because as soon as you read, you start pulling things in from your other experiences about what he may look like and how he may function and those kinds of things, and you're going to create it. So there's three main categories. There's the physicality. So what is his physical build like? And these questions are just prompting questions. You don't have to answer them all. What is he physically built like? Is he lanky, muscular, hairy, reptilian? Describe what you think he looks like and then find some evidence. So if you say he's human-like, you might use the evidence in the end of episode 2 that says that he is born of Cain. Yes, Matt?
What do you mean by reptilian?
Like a reptile. Like, does he have scales? Does he have tail? Does he
I
have,
think he's
like...
just a raging furry in the forest.
Okay.
Like a fish? Like gills and stuff?
He could have gills and stuff. You might think that. That's okay. Yeah.
He's
Okay.
a furry.
But he does like tramp on the moors, so then is he like a shapeshifter a little bit too? So, the next section is his facial constructs. What does his face look like? Is his head on top of his shoulders? Is it some other way? And then the last piece is transportation. How does he transport his victims? Does he, so we have evidence in episode 6 that says that he snatched up 30 men. What does he do after he snatches them up? Does he put them on his fingers like olives?
He swallows them.
Does he eat them all right there? Is he like a kangaroo? Does he have a little pouch that he shoves them in? Does he have a man purse, like a satchel that he kind of slings over?
Does he have I was about to say a fanny pack.
Maybe he's
Oh my
giant.
gosh, wow.
He could have like a fanny pack.
Wait, so we have to use evidence for that too?
Yes. And so your evidence, hold on, Carly's asking you a question. So what is the evidence? So the evidence could be that he snatches up 30 men. So he's got to be able to do something that allows him to transport 30 men. Maybe he has some kind of lorry or
Yeah, so
truck.
it makes it act like
Yeah,
He's got
right?
a John Deere.
Going back to UK 1951.
Okay, maybe. So then once you have those three pieces of your evidence, you need to represent it somehow. And some of you are very artistic and can draw. I don't have that gift. I'm really good at assembling photos that I find on the internet.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay? Some people are really good and they have actually made kind of sculptures or 3D pieces of it, depending on whatever you're able to do. Some people have taken other objects and manipulated them to represent their Grendel. Okay? All right. So that is the My Grendel. Okay? Then the other activity, if you go back into classroom, the other activity is the theme through song. You're going to open up the theme through song function chart. I have pulled 9 songs for you to listen to. You need to listen to all 9 of the songs. I have also pulled all their lyrics, and I have put a YouTube video playlist and a Spotify playlist together for you. So you can access them in any way you want to do it. I purposely chose these 9 songs because every one of them presents 2 or 3 of our themes. 2 or 3. You only need to analyze for one of the themes, okay? So when you do that, so if you listen to Like a Stone by Audioslave, you're going to choose which one of the themes is presented there. You're going to write it there, so if it's wealth, you're going to put it here. And then you're going to effectively ice it, justifying why it's about wealth. But your evidence is the lyrics, okay? That is your theme through song. So those are your last two things you're going to do. Kayla.
With like lyrics and so like how do you want the citation?
You don't need to cite it because I'm giving it to you. So good, great question. Great. I don't need you because, right, so like if you're citing Pearl Jam, I don't need you to go in and find the actual songwriter and say that it's any better. Like you don't have to do that. You can if you want to, but you don't have to because I'm giving you that resource. Okay? So that is the last few things. So now, are there any questions that are good for the group? It's okay. Well, I'll do individual questions. Melissa.
So is there a way that like, let's say you're behind, because I know I am. Is there a way that I could get like one of the quizzes or something and work on it over?
Yes. Well, you and I will individually conference about that. Okay. So now we're going to work independently, individually. I will meet. Raise your hand if you need me. I'm going to sit here and help support. Okay. And just let me know what you need. Okay, some people are going to be ready for the vocab quiz now. Some people are going to be ready in 20 minutes. Some are going to be ready at the end of the block. 11 and 12.
Where is 11?
Episodes 11 and 12 is also digital.
Oh.
Okay? So 1 through 5, 6 through 10 are writing, and everything else can be done digitally. Okay? Ready?
Sure thing.
Cheese.
Okay.
Sorry, I would.
All right. Go ahead.
Can I have 2, 3, 4?
Yep. Yeah, fill out that's
Make this really big survey.
Rainbow.
I
think you should sit on Garrett's legs so
really
maybe.
like actually like good
I just don't do anything.
At least you're
At least you
just straight answering.
Garrett tries to hide it.
He does.
Yeah, Garrett tries to
Yeah,
hide.
he's
It's
out
like,
of the games and goes to like a little drive tab and you'll
So he's stealthy.
What have you been doing?
Well,
I mean, he is playing stealth games.
Trying to get good
advanced pixel pocket.
Alright, let's see.
Well, what he broke so bad.
I'm gonna be gone next class, so I gotta get
So vocab quiz.
Common.
So, hold on. Question probably that's good for the group. Matt? John? Vocab quiz is multiple choice. Hold on, vocab quiz is multiple choice. There'll be 4 options for it. 2 different words and 2 different forms. So what happens is you'll have afflicted and affliction. You'll have treachery and treacherous. You have to get the word right in regards to the definition and the correct part of speech. Okay? Make sense? 1 question for each word. Okay?
I'm a respectful human being.
Do you have any hard copies of the Mike Grenville thing?
Yes.
My battery's dead.
Okay, John.
But there.
Do you have your
You guys know that song selected?
I did 1 through 5.
Where is it?
I think I did it on the day there was a sub, and I don't trust subs, so
So you have it on your
I
person?
I'm pretty sure. Well, it's not on my person.
No way. You wanna know something crazy?
Yes, absolutely.
I looked up YouTube and the Beowulf 1 through 12 came up.
Wow.
Like I literally just clicked YouTube in the URL and it popped up.
Vocab
It's on
quiz.
viral.
It's famous.
Alright, let's see what we do.
It's just 2,000 views.
Well, how many years do you think she's been teaching it?
Okay, Madison Mason, check your Gmail. Your vocab quiz is there.
Not me, right?
No, sorry.
Can I do the vocab person? Is there a hard copy or is it all
No,
online?
I'm gonna.
Oh, is it a Google form?
Nick, 11 and 12 in your Gmail. Kayla, you want 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12, or just?
I want 6 for Grendel, 11 and 12 for Beowulf, and 12 for Grendel.
This video's playing, even though it says it might be
Let's go.
so here's Grendel, and then 11 and 12 is digital, so I'm gonna send it to you now.
So,
This, Pearl Jam Just Breathe video is like the first instance of someone stealing another band. It's a screencast of the video.
That's mine.
I made it when I was 13 years old.
you played.
I did. 11 and 12 is in your Gmail.
Wait, so why didn't you just use that? Oh, because you had the directions.
I was, yeah, I had the directions in it, I had the New York stuff, and I was doing something else, I also looked like it's fantastic to see it.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, then that's excusable. I can understand.
Sam?
It's doing absolutely nothing.
Check.
Cheeto.
Why not?
Feeling bad.
This in.
Is your song?
You don't need
Like,
My final draft of the essay from September. I just never turned it in. Well, this isn't it.
I'm sorry, I'm like.
crash test dummies got stuff
Crash test dummy versus truck.
Dude, John, I went right over your head, man.
I didn't hear what you said.
That's probably good. Yeah, and just.
Yep, that's fine.
Illusion 100.
I've heard enough. I've heard enough.
Okay. John.
Good morning. That's not it. That's episode 4. Look what we've got here. We're getting closer.
Why is the name and date halfway through?
Because I shuffled the questions and it shuffled that one too.
We are warming up.
You turned it over.
Warming up. Wait.
Oh. I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so. Did you?
Take a, that's a good thing to use as a break, but not the whole process.
Shrek is one.
Where does that sound?
What are you asking?
No.
Oh, I did one.
I already read that.
Oh, good. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So, no.
It might have been digital. You were.
That's my only
So
one.
don't worry about what that said.
I like
I need that first one, 1 through 3 or 1 through 5, whatever it was that
And
I
not on my
gave you.
person.
I think you were typing it.
Yeah, I have it here. I wanted to do it because it was all messed up.
Nice. Here's
And then I put 1.5 done.
Okay.
But I was gonna.
ASMR. Stop her.
John. John.
Music helps me work.
You're gonna get a big
It's
like
like fall.
chemistry a little bit.
It's not even.
You're the best thing. Thank you. Thank you for
I found
that.
my
So what do you want me to do? Didn't we dissect that?
She's a very good person.
We did. We highlighted it.
Yeah, where is that?
So I signed it last night.
Yeah.
I'm just.
Someone forgot the camera wasn't over there. He was just going to go goof with it, wasn't he? I got this. That's done. Got that. Got this.
Okay, so this is what I should I need to do one with all the.
Look at my shoes.
I need to press F for Stanley.
Well, I mean, I have to, yeah, so.
Thank you, Caroline. Oh, dang. Dang, he's looking like Willy Wonka.
Where's the rest of
I don't think really want to walk like that.
Bet.
I want you to do this 45.
Willy Wonka.
So what's the rest of them?
Year just walk.
45 is ice.
Willy Wonka runs into the elevator.
So really want to walk is a.
And then I'll go, oh, John knows how to do it. I won't have to do it anymore.
Long back. We celebrated World History Days. Long back class.
So do either one of those really well.
I'm not doing it.
That's the problem. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I got you, Ben. Do you want one?
Yeah, don't.
I got the best pencil in all of Luda's. Just here for you.
Thanks, Chief. You're welcome.
Yeah, I like Morty. And when like he gets all of his toxicity, stuff out of him.
Better than you.
You silly goose. I'll send it before you end. Silly goose.
Stop distracting here. Would you sharpen yourself, Joe? Shut up.
Problem with Cheryl. Her parents didn't expect to shred.
If good.
No.